Today, the campaign train of the All Progressives Congress returned to Lagos for the grand finale rally after touring 36 states, including the FCT. It was a gathering of leadership. President Buhari was there, APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu, his vice presidential candidate Kashim Shettima, as well as chairman of the party Abdullahi Adamu. The Lagos state governor and other dignitaries were received by crowd of supporters at the Teslim Balogun Stadium.
Today is not a victory speech. Today is a challenging speech. Challenges that I must lay on the foot of Mr. President. You want the presidency? You want me to become president?
Yes.
You want me to win?
Yes.
Will you vote?
Yes.
Are you going to vote?
Yes.
Let me see your hands up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
President!
Yes, okay.
Bola Tinubu, APC presidential candidate there. In a few days, Nigerians will have to decide President Buhari's successor, and opposition parties are making efforts to take the #1 seat. Yesterday, we spoke to the PDP Presidential Campaign Council spokesperson, Dana Bola, and he spoke extensively on the party's chances. Join me now on the countdown is spokesman of the NNPP Presidential Campaign Council, Ladipo Johnson. Mr. Johnson, thank you for joining us on the countdown.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's hard to track your principal's position on the CBN's Naira redesign policy. While some are reporting that he will reverse it if he becomes president, others are also quoting him having said the policy has leveled the playing field ahead Saturday's election. What's the latest from him in this regard?
Well, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, ab initio, the moment the problem started, was against the policy. He believed that it would cause pain and hardship to the people of Nigeria, especially to the masses. He said that maybe those that the policy was targeted against were people who would in any event get bank managers to bring them money if they needed it. However, no, I don't think anyone is against a policy as it were. It's against the timing of the policy. Now, the other statement you alluded to came when he said that, yes, we've all seen what was happening between Mr. President and his governors, because it seems that the governors are hell-bent on spending whatever they have stashed away and inducing or buying votes. So he was clear by saying, he said that Mr. President had leveled the playing field, as it were, because it is felt in most quarters that the larger denominations, like the 1,000 Naira and 500 Naira notes, were the notes that had been stashed away. And such, and as such, with the President saying that 200 Naira should continue in circulation, he had leveled the playing field. So that was basically what he said. But his main thrust on the issue is that it is causing pain and hardship to the people. He's a grassroots man. He is for the Talakawas. So anything that causes pain to them or for them or on them is not something that we buy into.
So is this a situation of the NNPP having enough cash to spend ahead of this election, or your party is playing to the gallery, playing the opposition. They say anything that makes the incumbent party looks bad is good for the opposition, right?
No. You see, it's a simple thing. And there's no need for us to fool ourselves about it. Certain governors have made their stand known. Some have gone to court. For us, we do not have the funds to buy votes. We don't intend to. We do not intend to give incentives to the people to vote. And I believe, that if you have been in government for 7-8 years, if you have done what is right by the people, you don't need to induce them. You don't need to coerce people to vote. So it's not about making the government or the party in government look bad. It is the fact that they, by their actions, have brought themselves out to ridicule in front of Nigerian citizens. It's not our doing, it's their doing. And we're not.
Does your party, Mr. Johnson,
We're not trying to play it up.
does your party believe this policy will indeed fight vote buying on Saturday?
Well, at the moment, if you go out on the streets, people are complaining and people are saying they have no access to cash. Now, we still have to wait to see if it will indeed impact on those who are known to buy votes and who want to buy votes and who want to coerce people into voting for them. We feel that it will reduce it. The president might have been successful in trying to reduce that, but it's left to all of us to see whether on Saturday it would have reduced vote buying to a minimum.
The last time we spoke, Mr. Johnson, you mentioned that the door has been shut legally on merger for the NNPP. But we're also hearing about the possibility of your principal stepping down for another candidate in this election. How true is that?
Well, there are rumors flying everywhere. The door has been shut on any merger. Long gone. Rabiu Kwankwaso is contesting this election to the end. There are rumors both ways, and it's a three-way rumor. I have people telling me that candidates of the so-called ruling party or whatever is frail and weak, and being a friend of my principal, that they're in talks. Now, my principal hasn't said that to me. And on the other hand as well, there are rumors about the Waziri Adamawa. So all these things are flying around. But we have told our supporters, the election, I believe, is in 3 days' time on Saturday. Do not listen to any rumors. The NNPP and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso are contesting this election to the end. Anyone spreading rumors about him stepping down or merging or working with any other party is not being kind. That person is being malevolent and is being mischievous. And we have told our supporters that. We want people to go out and vote, and we pray that the votes of the people will count.
I understand the legal restriction to the concept of merger, but you agree it's not new that a candidate steps down or crashes his structure to work for another candidate. The PDP candidate categorically said that is in talks with your candidate and that of the Labour Party. Did that talk ever hold?
Well, let me say this. And I say this with all due respect. Abubakar Atiku is much older than I am. He is lying. I say it with respect. He has lied. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, even Peter Obi, have denied that he contacted them for talks. Atiku Abubakar is not in talks with Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not in talks with Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. None of them are in talks with us. We are not ready for the talks. We believe that we represent a large chunk of Nigerians who have no access to good health, no access to proper education. The economy is harsh on them. These people need help. And Rabi Musa Kwankwaso and the NNPP intend to bring them help. We're not going to be entering into or stepping down, as you say, at this time. I agree that it is a possibility. Indeed, about 3 days ago, 10,000 members of the PDP in Kano came across to the NNPP. So yes, it is possible. And I believe that by tomorrow, on our part, you will hear that some other people have moved from their party or are stepping down and are coming across to work with Rabi Kwankwaso. Yes, I agree that that is happening. But on our part, for the last time, for the 18th time, Kwankwaso, by God's grace, is contesting this election to the end. We believe we have a clear path to victory. Now, let me help you. Let me aid you. If perchance the votes are diverted in different ways and there is no clear winner, we have the confidence that because of Kwankwaso's strength in the northwest, in the northeast, north central, the places where we have the highest votes, we believe that he will come in first. Now, if there is no spread, and we believe we will have the spread, because we know that in the 19 states of the north, he will get his 25%. And we have narrowed down at least 5 to 6 states in the entire south where he will get that 25%. But if it doesn't happen, then you now sit down, if there's a runoff, and make alliances that will help forge an alliance to move this country forward. We're not saying that might not happen.
There is an alliance in the pipeline. It's just that you're holding on that pending if a winner did not emerge through the constitutional provision. I think that's what we're talking about. But just a minute. I'm
a legal, no. I won't let you go. I'm a legal practitioner. You can't twist my words. You can't twist my words.
What you said.
There's no alliance in the pipeline. I didn't say that. I didn't say, hang on. Yes, that's different. What you said at first was that I said there's an alliance in the pipeline. There's no alliance in the pipeline. This game, all the way, we're alone. If it happens that the way the Nigerians vote, there's no winner, then everyone has to sit down. And then for the injury time game or for the extra time, if you watch football, there should be alliances. That is totally different. But
okay, so
for the 25th
I get your point now.
There's no alliance.
I get your point, Mr. Johnson. Let's talk about where the NNPP confidence is coming from. Because in addition to having majority of vote, the winner of this presidential election must have at least 25% in 2/3 of the 36 states and the FCT. That's something many are saying Senator Kwankwaso may not be able to pull off, saying the dominance of other leading candidates in the South. What's your feedback, having traversed the length and breadth of this country, particularly in southern Nigeria?
Thank you. My feedback is there. It is simple. As I said earlier, the mathematics of it is this. 19 states and the FCT, we will definitely, by God's grace, in all humility, get our 25%. Not to talk about the volume of votes. In southern Nigeria, we only need 5 more states where Kwankwaso gets 25% of the votes. We believe right now that is in the bucket or in the box. We believe that. So we hope that our intelligence is correct. We hope that our supporters go out and vote. The dynamics, you see, the problem that we have is that the pundits, I'm not talking about you, my brother, the pundits have failed to realize that 2019 is different from 2023. 2019, the PDP had a Rabi Kwankwaso. The PDP had a Peter Obi, etc., etc. Same thing with the APC. The game has changed totally, but the pundits have failed to see that. What most people have done is to say that, oh, The PDP have governors here, therefore they're winning those states. The APC have governors here, therefore they're winning those states. It's not going to happen because Nigerians are more divided than ever before. Nigerians are facing economic hardship, spiraling inflation, high unemployment. These things are the things that are going to determine this election, and not the traditional ways of voting.
The election
Therein
is
lies our confidence.
The election is
Yes,
due in
sir.
3 days, Mr. Johnson, and perhaps we'll return to have this conversation to see how your permutations play out, because nobody has emerged president in Nigeria without having,
Yeah.
majority of support from state governors. But we'll see how it plays out in 2023. A big thank you to you, spokesperson of the NNPP Presidential Campaign Council. Thank you so much for talking to us on the countdown.
Thank you very much.